Hi everybody, welcome back to the Claremont Classic Garage. I had a few things that I was planning on showing you today, but when you know, the dang job box is full again, so we got to deal with that first. Isn't it a thing of beauty? That is the Claremont Classic Garage job box. It's getting a little out of hand, I'd say. In fact, there's so much stuff that didn't even all fit on there. I got some of it sitting on the bench. That's not good. Okay, the lights are on, but no one's home. So it turns out the battery in this thing is just broached. I've got the battery disconnected. I'm running it off a separate battery, and everything works like it should. So I'll have to go up to Canadian Tire in the morning and get a new battery for it. First thing I'm going to deal with is these here two weed whackers. Honestly, I found them in somebody's garbage. The first one, the yellow one, is an electric one, and the green one behind it is a two-stroke weed eater gasser. Anyway, this one, as I've learned, it's a McCullough, and it's interesting. It's got an extendable handle and everything. What I don't like about it is it takes these little cartridges. You push this button here to get it out, and you don't wind string into it. It's got this cartridge with the string built into it. So that's no good for nothing, unless you can buy these cartridges for really dirt cheap. We're going to find out anyway. Well, at least it runs. All we got to do is find out about those cartridges. We did a little research and found out that you can, on eBay and Amazon and stuff, still buy the little string cartridges for this thing. So I guess I'm going to send it to the auction. If I get $1 or $2 for it, I'll take it. Now this gas trimmer, I'm going to see if it'll fire up. But mostly all I'm really interested in this is the air cleaner assembly. I'm working on another little two-stroke project, and it's missing the air cleaner. So this will save me a few bucks. But I do want to see if the engine will fire, just to satisfy my curiosity. We'll shoot some ether down it and give the cord a couple of pulls and see what happens. Oh, I put a little gas in the carburetor and it started right up. So, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to go so far as to put gas in the tank and everything. I just don't really want the thing. But, yeah, I'll get that air cleaner off of there. That was a good score. Next, we're going to deal with this old step stool. It's a two-step stool. These were pretty popular back in the day. Everybody's grandma had one in her kitchen. So what I had to do, the welds were broken up here, so I fixed up the welds, and the legs were all bent, so I've gone ahead and straightened out the legs. The cover and the cushioning on the top was long gone, so we're going to fix it up here. We've got some 1-inch thick foam and some nice red vinyl, and we'll make a new cushion top for it. We're going to spray both surfaces here with some spray contact cement. If this even works, it's about 20 years old. But let's see. Oh, hey, what do you know? It works. And we'll let that set up for a minute or two, and then we'll stick it on. Alright, so our contact cement is set up, and that's exactly what it means, contact cement. So when you go to put this on, it's like putting on a sticker. You got one shot at it. So make sure you get it lined up and get it where you want it. But we did pretty well. So there we go. That's stuck on there good now, see? Contact cement. Okay, so now we can cut our piece of vinyl. there you have it. We're not exactly professional upholsterers, but we learn as we go. We haven't upholstered anything in ages. So there's the bottom. We went around. At first we tried with an air stapler, but the staples were going right through the vinyl. So, well, that's not going to work. So we got the old-fashioned Armstrong staple gun out. So, that's good. Now we'll put this back on the stool and see what it looks like. So we've got 2 victories here. Number 1, when I put it together, I used the right length screws and I'm not getting poked when I sit on it. Number 2, it holds me up. So there we go. We got this little stool fixed up. I've always liked these things. Ta-da! Okay, next job. Next we got to put 2 handles on this old wooden box here. I'll show you what we're going to do with that. Okay, now I'll show you what we do with this. This lives under here, and it's so that short people like us can see what's in the top of the toolbox. Haha! Okay, on to the next thing. Next thing we got to do is hang this little creeper on Deb's toolbox. It's part of it, so that's what we're going to do. We've drilled a hole in the center of the handle here, and we've got a pegboard hook. Just put that there. And then we drill 1 hole dead center in this thing. And it should just hang right on there. Ta-da! And you can still use the handle. Awesome, that's that done. You know how long I've been meaning to do that? A long time. Next up, we're going to deal with these jacks. I don't know what the proper name is for them. I think truckers just call them trailer jacks or jacks. These things fit inside of the trailers on tractor trailers, and basically you spread them apart. And that separates, if you've got, several loads from front to back, it separates them and will keep stuff in place while the truck is traveling down the road. So if you know somebody that's in the field of trucking, it would be great for you to ask them to keep an eye out for 1 or 2 of these for you, because you can use them in box trailers, pickup trucks, everything. So what we're going to do, a friend of mine who's in trucking passed these along to me. Thank you very much. And we're going to cut this one down to fit in our box trailer, and we're going to cut this one down to fit in the back of our Ram pickup. It's pretty simple to do. We'll take a measurement of the inside of the trailer box. You just take out this bolt, cut the thing to the length you need, and drill a hole and put the bolt back in, and you're done. So let's go out and measure it. Now these things have about 2 feet of travel that you can utilize to lock it in. But you do have to bear in mind that the further out this comes, the wobblier it gets. But anyway, we're not going to have it extend too far. What I found out was that the inside of my box trailer is 70 inches across. The inside of a Ram pickup truck bed, not including the wheel wells, is 69.5 inches across. And my one Ram box is 5'7" long, so that's 67 inches. And my other one is 6'4", which is 76 inches. So what we're going to do is cut these down so they'll fit lengthwise in the 5'7" box, and then they'll be multi-purpose. I can use them lengthwise in both trucks and crosswise in both trucks and the box trailer. That's going to be pretty cool, isn't it? So anyway, the shortest distance it can be is 67 inches. So we're going to leave that out about that far, maybe a couple of clicks, and then make it so that collapsed like this, it is 66 inches, and then it'll fit everywhere. Oh, we got them shortened. Let's go try one in the trailer. Well, that's pretty cool. That can be pretty handy, I think. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to close it back up, and I'll reset it, but down by the floor. It doesn't need to be there while I'm driving around empty. But yeah, I'm very happy with those. So we can see here how this one will fit the Ram nicely side to side. Or we could turn it 90 degrees and split our bed front to back. This is awesome. I like these things. Next little job we have to do is I want to replace this work lamp on the brake lathe. It's a Bakelite lamp holder, and it's broken. So I've got this one here that was on the Myford lathe when we got it, and we've of course changed to the overhead lighting on that. So we're going to put this light on there. Well, so much for that plan. I was hoping that I'd get these two screws out and take this tray off, and the top of this thing would be open for me to get at these wires, but surprise, 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 it is not. So I'm going to maybe try and just take the socket part of it apart, and maybe I can just change the very top of it and put this one on. But I'm not too sure, because that one's kind of 90 degrees, and this one is kind of not 90 degrees. But, I mean, we'll have a go at it. The stub here where the socket has to go on to is 7/16 fine. And where did our other piece go? Anyway, the piece that screws on to this one was 11/16 fine, and that's a pain in the neck. I don't have anything that'll work with that. But I found that a 3/8 pipe tap went down there perfectly. So that's what we did. We tapped it out to 3/8 pipe. And now we're making just kind of a little bushing here that goes from the 3/8 pipe to 7/16 fine. And that will allow us to connect the new socket to the existing stem. There you go, got it all together. It works. So that's perfect. I'll put my tray back on, and that's that job wrapped up. One interesting thing I noticed, it looks like our lamp switch is actually for a tri-light, because first click does nothing, second click turns it on, third click it stays on, fourth click it goes off. We got a tri-light switch. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's just fine like that. We'll put her back in service. Here's our last job for today. I found enough junk, I'm going to make a tow chain. So we're going to put this hook on this end, and we've got this connector and this big hook, because that'll fit around the shank of a trailer ball, handy on a tow chain. We're going to put that on this end. There we go. Another good tow chain made. Well, I guess that's it for the latest installment of the Claremont Classic Garage job box. I keep emptying it, and it keeps getting filled up. I don't even know who puts the stuff in there. It can't be me putting all that stuff in there. Anyway, I'll see you again when it's full again. And until then, thanks for tuning in, and so long.